I can sum up the show for you with one word. Nothing. Nothing? Nothing.
Everybody's doing something. We'll do nothing. I still don't know what the idea is.
This is the show, and we're not gonna change it.
All right. Wait, hold on a second. What episode are we on?
Keeping it in. Episode 33.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to another well put together episode of This is the Show, episode 33. In fact, I'm one of your hosts, Alex Webb.
I'm Casey McGowan. It's going to be so funny if it's actually episode 32 or 34, but I guess we won't find out until after we're done. But either way, it's all staying in the intro. So this is all part of the episode for sure.
Yeah.
We got to
write in and be like, this is actually not right. And we're going to be like, we know.
Yeah, we figured that out way after the fact. Way after the fact. But happy Friday, folks. Thanks for listening.
It's episode 32.
This is episode 32, isn't? No, are you fucking with me?
No, I just looked up the episode listing right now.
And the last episode was episode 32?
No, that would make this episode 33. This is episode 32 because episode 31 was about towels.
So this is the show, folks. Welcome back to This is the Show. Happy Friday. We're here. You did it. Happy October. We got a special episode for you folks today. And we're going to get into that. You might notice Alex's little candy triage there next to him. But up top, we want to do some plugs. First of all, This is the Show 69@gmail.com. Email us in. I think this week, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw up a little graphic. I'm going to put up like a
Ooh, I like
thing.
that.
I'm going to do that.
Put it right here. Right here.
I'll put it right where Alex's hand is right now. That email us. Tell us if you're listening. Tell us if you love the show. If you're already a listener, have already emailed in, write in again. We love you. We got a big 2 weeks coming up, right, Alex? Big 2 weeks.
It's a Halloween filled couple of weeks. We've got, this is a very special candy related episode. We're doing movie watch next week. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah. We got a lot coming. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, right, Alex?
Of course. Yeah.
Subscribe.
If you're not subscribed, what are you doing?
Yeah, This is the Show podcast. Follow us on TikTok. This is the Show podcast on TikTok. Brand new. Follow us there. We post clips weekly, every single week. We were off last week, still posted a clip. So come check it out.
True.
And then follow us on Instagram. This is the Show podcast. And then on Twitter, This is the Show 69. Follow us on all that stuff. Maybe I'll put a ton of graphics like all over the screen.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
Just rapid fire. We put no graphics. That's what's actually going to happen. I'm
Like,
going to have an empty hand.
or if I do rapid fire, it's gonna be too fast so nobody can see it.
No one can even read it. Yeah, I love that.
It's up there for 2 seconds, and then they're like, I didn't see it. I can't subscribe.
So, I mean, those are the plugs for the show. But Casey, big day for you.
Big day
what
for us.
What else you got plugged? What else you got plugging?
Me and Alex were happy to announce there is a new short film on YouTube called Underneath Them. You can Google it. If you type in Cosmic Horror Short Film or Underneath Them Cosmic Horror Short Film, it will come up. It is a movie I've been working on for the last 5 months, basically all summer into the fall, editing it. It's finally out now. Alex is the main art designer on the project. He designed all the props, all the creature design, everything involved with it, including the title card, the credits, the poster work, the whole thing. So go look up the movie and watch it. Me and Alex worked our asses off on it. We're very proud of it. I'm very impressed with Alex's work. I was happy to work with him. I was happy to have him on board. It's an amazing project. A ton of people worked on it. Very happy with how it came out. So go check it out. It's on YouTube now. So check it out, folks. New movie.
Check it out. Great writing, great direction, just beautiful. I saw some stills of it that Jamson posted, and it was just gorgeous.
Yeah, check it out. Check out the movie. It's perfect for spooky season. Turn the lights down. Put on a spooky night in October, and give it a watch. And if you like the movie, email the email address if you want to read the feature script, which it's based on. So it's a lot of good stuff happening. This is a big week on This Is the Show.
It's a big week. It's about to be an even bigger week because guess what? This is a candy special. We're eating a bunch of candy today, all for your entertainment. If you can't see, if you're a listener here and you're not watching, we're just holding plates and bowls of candy. Casey and I are going to get super tummy turn, and we're actually going to rank the best to the worst candies of all time, specifically for that great Halloween season, which, Casey, I know you're a big candy fanatic. 365, it's not restricted to the Halloween season.
No.
Same thing goes for me. I have like one of the shared size bags of the M&M, like the peanut M&Ms. I just keep that around. You got to
have it in the house.
You get a little handful and then you go back to work. It's a nice little pick me up.
Well, how about this? How about these people? Did you ever grow up with people like this? Yeah. How about the guy? How about the family? You go to the nice family's house, because I grew up poor. I feel like we both kind of grew up lower middle class. But you ever go to a nice person's house, like a well-to-do family around the holidays, whether it's Halloween or it's Christmas, and they just have a bowl of candy out all the time, and it's filled, and they have kids, and you're like, how? Either one of two things is happening. One, nobody's eating that candy, which is insane. What are you doing?
Ridiculous.
Or two, they have enough disposable income that they're eating it and then refilling it, so it always looks like that.
Yeah. I actually had a family on my street that it was exactly that. It was you would go to their house and they were just stocked with all of the the best food for a child and also the worst food with for a child, which is just candy. It's candy, it's sweets, it's Pop-Tarts, it's soda. To me, when you're a kid, the sign of wealth is not what type of car is in the driveway. It's not how big the house is. It's how much Dr. Pepper do you have in the fridge, and then the rollover that's in the pantry. Those warm, just the stacks of warm cans of soda. You know what I'm talking about? You go to those people's houses and you're like, oh shit, they're rich.
Dude, how about the guy? You ever go to the rich kid's house who had his own mini fridge in his room? You ever go to a kid's house like that? You're like, what is happening? What are you, Willy Wonka?
I saw it once, bro. I've literally been living with imposter syndrome since I was 10 years old.
Same, dude. Same. I get fucked up. I'll never forget the kid's name, Varun Ravishankar. That's right. I'm calling him out on the cast. He was in third grade. I don't even know who he is or what he's doing anymore, but he had a fridge in his room filled with like you're saying, Dr. Pepper, cheese sticks. Remember cheese sticks? He had
of course, I got some in my house.
String cheese, he had it was remember when in Home Alone 2, when Kevin McAllister goes to the hotel and he has he gets all those snacks that were always super expensive, the candy in the glass jar. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh,
and he's eating all of them just willy-nilly. That's what it feels like. It feels like peak luxury is eating the M&Ms in the glass jar. That's that's the peak right there.
Yeah. So true. So true. Yeah. I can only hope to aspire to be like that. Maybe I'll buy some glass jars and start putting in some M&Ms just to fool myself and, make myself think that, we're doing all right. But so that's all to say the big Halloween candy episode. Casey, you want to get right into it?
I want to get into it, but I got to say one thing about candy.
Yeah.
Before we get it, is this okay?
Well, of course.
It's all related. I want to talk to the folks for a real quick second about oral hygiene.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, of course.
If for our regular listeners, some of you might know, we were off last week. We were off the second week in October. We were off. We're back this week, bigger than ever. The reason that we were off is that I had a dental emergency. I had a tooth that cracked and then ended up getting a little infection down there. And
minor infection, nothing serious,
still there. So we'll see. Got a follow-up appointment tomorrow. Give you
do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
10 in the morning. But
nice.
I will say I do have a bit of a candy addiction. I do have a bit of a candy problem. So, for all you candy lovers out there, a word from the wise: brush your teeth, floss, do the whole thing, eat whatever you want, live it up. We love you. But just floss and brush your teeth a lot. I brush my teeth, but listen, I eat a ton of candy, and you got to be careful with the hard candies. Like, we're going to get into the hard candies tonight, but be careful because you can crack, they can break. It's a whole thing, you know? So I just wanted to throw that out there. I got a tooth pulled. It was the worst pain of my life. I wanted to kill myself in the dentist chair. It was insane. It was so painful. So that all being said, the tooth is gone. I took antibiotics. Why don't you say we just celebrate tonight and get back into it?
We're gonna dive right in, and we've got some really good candies. We got some mid candies. You know, I went out and I kind of bought. We have a whole tier list that we're gonna go through. So this is really going to be a visual episode. You know, the people watching on YouTube, this is more for you. The listeners on Spotify, we love you. You're our core audience, but you know,
come over to the YouTube, check it out.
Pop on over.
Yeah, I'll describe it too. I'll describe what we're doing. I'll talk through it. I'm gonna talk.
Oh, and I'm gonna be. I'll be smacking. So don't you worry about that. Big smack energy.
Also, big shout out. I'm wearing my cozy fall crew neck. I wanted to give a big shout out to the Boston Red Sox that are in the playoffs tonight. They got spanked 9-1. So shout out to Boston for losing 9-1 to the Astros. Gotta love it.
Love to see that. And I wore a long sleeve sweater. You know, I'm like transitioning. You know, I went white. We got some stripes. I'm back on like the gray, but it's stripes. But you know, we're slowly getting some colors in there. But you and I, we went long sleeve. It's getting cold here.
And especially for the desert. And how about this? The first hat appearance. I'm wearing a hat. This is the first time.
The big hat. I almost wore a hat too, but I was like, nah.
Well, we'll switch. Next week, you do the hat. I'll do no hat next week. We'll switch it. I don't know if we want to overwhelm the viewers.
Yeah. You know, we can only get so much hat content in here. So I'm going to share my screen. We're going to do a tier list on tiermaker.com. Give me just a second while I pull that up.
So Alex actually texted me while he's pulled that up. Alex actually texted me yesterday, this week, the week that we're recording. And he was like, hey man, check this out. And then he sends me this huge list of candies. Like, you think you could buy all of these by like Wednesday when we record? I was like, I could try my best. So I will set it up. I don't have every candy to try on air that we're going to go through. Alex has more, but I know my candy. So I'll be able to talk about every single piece of candy that's on this list.
He'll be able to talk about them and I'll be able to try it. So you're getting both. You know, I'm going to be smacking. My mouth is full. I also, you know, I don't have all these candies because let's face it, this is a lot of candy. And there are some that are just really actually offensive. I saw them on the store shelf and I was like, there's no way I'm buying this. So
well, it's like, I mean, we got like, just to call some stuff out right at the beginning. I mean, Charleston Chew and Sugar Babies. What are we even doing? What are we talking about? What is it? The 40s?
Hey, don't talk down on Charleston Chews. They have their place, dude. Okay.
What? You're a Charleston Chew guy?
Oh, the long ones too, with like inside that little paper vessel. You know,
I can't do it, dude. You
That's
know what
incredible.
I can't do fancy candy. You know, the
Charleston
fancy
Chews aren't fancy.
I feel like it's fancy. It's a
You
little
talking about like Ferrero Rocher or whatever it's called?
Well, yeah.
You talking about those?
The candy you can't even pronounce.
I fumbled that real hard.
Well, no, not even you. It's just America.
Nah, I did.
America can't pronounce it because it's
so
too
fancy you can't even pronounce it.
You remember the candy's so fucking fancy that it's like French. You're like, what is this?
You're like,
what
what
are we doing?
the hell?
I think it's Ferrero Rocher. That's what I think.
I think you're right. And I think I tried to say that and then just couldn't because I don't know how to talk well.
Well, how about this? The other fancy candy, the Toblerone. That's a big fancy candy.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, with the little pyramids. Those are fun, though.
Yeah, dude.
Those
they
are real
fun. They are fun. A little triangle. Get yourself a little triangle. So what do you want to start with? So
I've got all your candy, but you don't have all mine. So why don't we go through what candies you have and then we'll work from there.
All right. So why don't we start with a classic? Dare I say one of my favorites?
Okay.
I dropped it.
Oh no.
A good old fashioned Snickers bar.
Oh, Snickers. Casey loves the Snickers. I'm getting it going. I'm not holding back. We're getting right into it. Is Snickers on this list?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Oh,
It's right down in the bottom right.
Oh, bottom right. I see it. All right, we're going in Snickers.
All right. Now, while Alex is chewing, I got to explain to the folks. I have a really weird way of eating Snickers bars. Do you mind if I talk through this for a second?
Please, yeah. Explain your process.
Explain your madness. So the way I eat a Snickers bar is borderline offensive, and I should be in jail for this. I think I should actually be in prison. But the way I do it is I take a little bite of the chocolate off the edge like that, and then I take a bite of the sides. I kind of chew it down like that. So that way it's clear. So for the folks listening, I kind of clear the chocolate from every edge. Then I scrape the nougat with my teeth. God.
Oh, my word.
I scrape the nougat off with my teeth, leaving behind the peanut center that I just go ahead and pop right in.
Wow.
It's insane. It's pure.
You do that
madness.
every time?
Yeah, it takes me about 10 hours to eat a Snickers bar. It's pretty upsetting.
I was gonna say, well, I mean, wait, so you do that with the full bar then? You don't, it's not just the fun size, it's not just you do that with a straight up.
I'll do it with a king size.
Wow.
And people have seen me do it and they're like, Casey, I think you should go to therapy. And I agree, because quite frankly, it's upsetting. I don't like it either. I don't like that I'm like this. Okay.
I will say I do that with Kit Kats normally when I'm by myself. I would never do that on camera. God bless you. But no, I'm just kidding.
No, you're right, bro. You're right. So
how
how are we feeling? How are we feeling post Snickers bar?
So we've got, for everybody listening at home, we've got an S tier, which is like top. We've got an A tier, a B tier, C, D, which is straight to the trash, and then E, which is I never had this candy. So Snickers, for me, I'm feeling like it's an A candy, kind of in that top space. But I know for you, it's like one of your faves. So I'm okay with letting it bleed into S tier, but
I'm going to say it's an S for me. It's an S for me. It's
okay.
A big
All right.
S. It's my favorite candy bar. I think what it does, the Snickers bar. So what's their saying? What's their famous slogan?
Hungry, grab a Snickers.
Exactly. And I'll tell you, I feel like they've tricked me. Like in the corporate world, they've tricked me into thinking that a Snickers bar is like a hearty meal.
Like a Snickers is breakfast.
So sometimes when I eat a Snickers, I'm like, people are like, did you eat lunch? I'm like, I actually had a Snickers bar. And I'll like say it in earnest, being like, that was good. Like it wasn't all sugar. So
I was hungry, so I grabbed a Snickers.
So I've somehow convinced myself that like it's good for you. I'm like, this is good. This is healthy food. This is like exciting. It's exciting, healthy food I'm eating right now. So
yeah. Well, I will say for me, what I like about a Snickers is that there's just a lot going on, but it's all very complimentary. And this is coming from somebody who actually does not like caramel at all. I don't like caramel. I don't like the taste. It's like, get it out of here. I'll have it every now and again, but if it's in candy, I'm out. Like a caramel macchiato at Starbucks, that's one thing. But Snickers, it wouldn't be a Snickers bar without that little caramel layer in there.
Well, it congeals. It's a pretty good word, right? Congeal.
Nice.
That's fun, right?
That's pretty impressive. Yeah.
For me, that's big. That's a big word for me.
Yeah.
So it kind of congeals everything together. I eat it like a lunatic, but if you take the straight bite, it feels like a complete structured bite of something. Like it feels like something that you can really like. You start like with your bottom.
It's got a lot of layers.
You start very smooth with the nougat and the bottom chocolate, and you're biting into peanuts, which can be crunchy. As we know, you got to be careful. Your teeth, you got to watch out for them. It can be crunchy, but the caramel eases that crunch and it kind of oozes down into the nougat. You know what I mean?
I definitely do.
That was way too romantic the way I described that.
I was like, man,
I don't think I've ever spoken so beautifully on something in my life besides the Snickers bar. Like Casey's
a candy guy. Yeah, I was like, Casey's a candy guy. He knows what he's talking about. But yeah,
I am the candy man.
Yeah. He's got bees. So All right, so we've got Snickers on the board officially in the S tier, which
Woo.
is pretty much where I assumed that going. Casey, what's the next piece of candy that you got for us?
So, not to stick on the caramel train, but I figured we get through it while we have it. Why don't
Sure.
we check out the old TWIX, the old Twix, folks?
Okay. Yeah, that's another one where it
Beat the
has
Twix.
caramel in it, but I'll get down with it.
Can't believe we're eating this much candy. It's like 11 p.m. at night where I'm recording this. Insane. It's
Yeah.
actually insane. All right, let's do it. Here we go. I'm gonna
All
try
right.
and get the crunch on the bike. Here we
Now,
go.
well, while you're eating that, I'll talk through it, which is to say that if there is a candy bar that you're going to eat in a weird or, maybe uncommon way, I think it's the Twix, because you can just bite off that caramel layer and then leave that little crust on the bottom. Is that what you're doing right now?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
see? Yeah. I mean, leave it to you, I suppose, but okay.
You know what? Can I tell you?
Hit me.
The cookie, it's always good. Look to the
Mhm.
cookie, Elaine. Look to the cookie. It's
Look to the
always-
cookie.
It's always good. I forget about the cookie. The cookie surprises me every time because I don't eat Twix that much.
No.
And I'm eating it right now. And as I'm eating it, I'm like, damn, I always forget about the cookie. I know what a Snickers bar tastes like. The Twix cookie, it sneaks up on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, it's good.
No, that is good. It's surprising, but it's good.
So,
And it's
Yeah.
consistent. That cookie's always crispy. The caramel's always chewy. The chocolate always soft. You can't go wrong.
let me ask you about the cookie crunch. It's
Okay.
like specific to a Twix. What other cookie has that crunch? Not many other things that I know.
No, because it's almost like a shortbread, isn't it? Like where
It
it's kind of
is.
flaky,
Yo,
but it's
good
not as
call.
but it's not as buttery as a shortbread.
No, it feels more dry in a good
Yeah.
way because you got the
Yeah.
caramel and the chocolate to complement it. But it does have that kind of texture of like you feel like you're in Britain. You feel like you should be like, hello, want a Twix? You know what I mean? Oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
I do know.
Oh man, that cookie was good. That was solid. Where
That
are you gonna
was
place
good.
it?
So for me, it's consistent. It's good. I'm thinking a tight B, because it's not
Mm.
something I'm going for, but it's good. It's consistent, Yeah, for me, I'm going B. Would love to hear your thoughts on that.
I'm going. I was gonna say I'm going B2. As much as I was just talking
Yeah.
up the cookie, I'm gonna say my hand never reaches for a Twix first in a candy
I'm never
bowl.
going.
Like
No,
in the bowl I'm
never
holding
going
up right
Twix
now,
first.
I never choose a Twix like number one. So I'll put it
Yeah.
at B. I'm comfortable with B. I agree with my boy here.
Okay.
So
All right. Just really quick on the screen record. So when you're capturing, is it capturing just the screen record or like just my screen share, or is it capturing us too?
I hope it's us. I guess we'll find out when we finish.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just want to see.
If not,
Okay.
it's gonna be like one of those Adobe Premiere tutorials where it's just their screen
it's just
and some guys behind the camera like. So today on our tutorial, we're going to be
Yeah.
looking through how to put grain on an image. So the first thing you want to do is, and he's always like, it's like a stock image, and his computer runs at lightning speed. You're like, who is this guy? So
It was us in Discord yesterday. Okay.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
All right, Casey, what's the next piece of candy you got for us?
We're gonna go to the classic Kit Kat, folks.
Oh. Yeah.
Let's hit the old Kit Kat. I gotta tell you, I'm in the Halloween spirit right now. I got a crew neck on. I got Halloween candy. It's like what date is this episode air? October 21st.
Like the 22nd. 'Cause tomorrow's the 21st.
Yeah, October 22nd, folks. So I'm feeling very.
So we're getting there. Me too. I got the I got the sweater on. It's cold in the house or colder, and I got a little pumpkin candle going, which is nice.
Okay. All right, so I'm crunching in the wafer. God, a Kit Kat is so good.
Kit Kat's incredible.
Yeah.
A Kit Kat is probably, in terms of chocolate candies, it's one of my favorites. I just love how crunchy it is, right? It's like bunch of crunch on a stick. Yeah, I love it.
Bro, I know it's not on the list, but how fucking good is Bunch of Crunch?
So good. I get it every time I go to the movies.
I was gonna
That's
say
my movie
that.
candy.
I go
That's
to
my
the
movie
movies
candy.
and I get Bunch of Crunch, bro. It's so fucking good. Oh my god. Now I want to say something about it, the Kit Kat. One time, I'm not gonna say who did it, but one
Okay.
time
Who
I
did it?
saw a guy take a Kit Kat and not break himself off a piece. He bit in to the two at the same time. Isn't that insane?
That's a
That's
sin.
That's a sin. That should be against like all laws. That should send you to prison. Not my Snicker thing. That should send you to prison. If you eat a Kit Kat like that,
Your Snicker thing, unconventional, sure, but it's not offensive.
yeah. It's in the saying. Break me off a piece. It's not bite into me whole, psycho. Like, come on. What are we doing here? It's break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
It sure is. Yeah.
You know what it is? It shows that guy's fucking selfish. That's what it shows right there. He's not
sharing.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to share.
Bro, if I saw you eat a Kit Kat that way, I think we'd have to stop doing the podcast.
I don't blame you. I think that's grounds for divorce.
Break me off a piece of that divorce. But
all right.
go ahead. Give me your ranking for the Kit Kat. Where are you putting her?
I'm torn because it's like an S or it's like an A leaning S for me. It's up there because when we're looking at the bowl, it's the first thing I'm going for if it's like, chocolate.
That's the first one.
Oh, for sure.
Interesting. All right, I'll let you throw it in the S. Get it up there. Get it up there. If it's the first thing your hand's reaching for, get it in the S.
All right, because it truly is. I'm going for it every time.
Yeah, I mean, I respect it, but I'll say this. I think the next candy we're about to get into is one of my S's, but it might be it'll be interesting. We'll find out. And you said when you're reaching for the chocolate bowl, we're talking about the good old fashioned Reese's, folks. Let's get into it.
Oh boy.
Let's get into the Reese's, the OG Reese's cup, the 1 cup, the fun size, the classic. Oh God, I can't wait.
They come in every shape. I will say that smell, like the smell of a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah.
That's intoxicating.
I'll tell you this. I'm eating it right now. A Reese's for me is an automatic S. It's just such a classic. It's such a classic. I love it. I'm not even a chocolate and peanut butter guy, but I don't know what it is about the Reese's peanut butter. It's so fucking good. I don't like peanut butter in my ice cream, in my brownies, in my chocolate.
Yeah. No.
For some reason, the Reese's cup, it just fucking works, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. What is it, Alex?
Because you know why? While the middle does have a peanut butter taste, it's not raw peanut butter. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying. Sorry. Hold on. The way you're talking about it, you're sitting you're like, the thing about the Reese's, you're talking about like you're a wino, like you're talking about a nice wine, but you're talking about a Reese's cup. You sound so sophisticated right now. I love it.
I take candy very seriously.
Oh, dude, this is already a top. This is a classic. This is the show episode tonight. This is great.
I do agree with you because I don't go for peanut butter like that.
Yeah.
Just like I don't go for caramel, but the Snickers, I'm willing to put aside my bias of caramel to eat a Snickers. And that's how I feel about peanut butter with Reese's, because it's not just peanut butter. It's like, it's sugary. It's got a little bit of grain to it, but it's not chunky peanut butter. It's got a little texture to it. Because if that was smooth in the middle, it wouldn't be as good. There's a texture profile where you have like that hard chocolate outer ridge, like the part that touches the paper.
Yeah.
You peel that back. The top is a little squishy. The bottom's a little squishy, but you get that nice, solid, Yeah, that's an S.
That bro, I got him. He loves
That's
it.
an S.
He loves it.
That's an S, bro. This whole
Alex
thing,
loves
it's just gonna be S tier candy. We're only gonna rank them S's.
Yeah, it's tough. It's hard. Every
It's
candy's
tough.
been right now we're only at the only B we got is the Twix. Now I will say for the folks at home, those were the 5 candies I had or 4 candies I had. I had CVS. They didn't have
I have
the
to
mixer
eat more
packs.
candy than that's all you're eating?
That's all I got. I'm sorry.
Oh
That's
my
all I
God.
got. That's
All
I
right.
got.
Well,
what do you
let's
got? What do you
just-
got left? How many how
Dude.
many more you got left?
I've got Almond Joy, I've got Crackle, I've got Hershey's, I've got a Mr. Good Bar, I've got Starburst, Milk Duds, Mike and Ike's Dots, Sour Patch Kids, Swedish Fish, 3 types of M&Ms, Lifesaver Gummies,
Bro,
and Milky Ways.
I'm gonna say this. I already feel sick. I can't believe you're gonna eat all that candy, but you are eating all that candy.
I
You
have to. It's for science.
You got to do it for the show, bro. Do it for
All
the
right.
team. All right. So
I'm
now
just gonna-
you just pick at your leisure. I'll talk through the candies. I am a candy man. I understand all these. I can talk about all these candies and I can rank them. So let's get into it.
Okay. All right. Let's get into it. I'm not seeing. Why did I think that there was? I bought so many Three Musketeers.
It's not even on the list.
It's not even on the list, bro. I got like.
He just bought a Three Musketeers. It's not even on the tier list. Oh, I love it.
All right. Let's see. Let's go,
Oh,
Mr.
that's
Good
so-
Bar.
That's so fucking funny. Mr. Goodbar. Now, Mr. Goodbar. Mr. Goodbar, is that just milk chocolate with peanuts?
Yeah,
Dude,
it's true.
I'm leaning towards the trash. This is a big trash one for me. Oh man. Dude.
It's just a Hershey's chocolate bar with chunks of peanut. It's the laziest candy.
It's so lazy, and I gotta be honest, the chocolate, even though it's Hershey's, tastes a little worse. It tastes just
not-
a little bit worse.
It's not this Hershey's. It's
No.
not. It's not the classic Hershey's. That much we know for certain.
Yeah. It's different. Talk me through it. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling like that's straight to the trash, and I'll tell you why. That might have been a rogue bite, but those peanuts were 100% burnt. It had a burnt taste to it.
Oh, I hate it, dude. Mr. Goodbar, you know what they come in? They come in those multi-packs where they give you the little Hershey's, the Mr. Goodbar, they give you the crackle. That's right. Dude, you're going through the worst candies right now. You're going through the absolute worst multi-pack of all time. This is what you get from these little candy things are usually what's in like when you like go to your grandma's house and you're like, oh, and they're all out of
Yes.
the classic Hershey's. It's all crackles and good bars. You're like, what the
Yes.
fuck is this?
Yeah, I agree.
Oh man.
There's something about it where, yeah, it just feels lazy. It just feels like there's been no sincere attempt made to make this appealing.
Yeah. You know what it feels like?
I'm
It
going
feels like-
I'm going in on the crackle, by the way.
He's eating the crackle, folks. It feels like the Mr. Goodbar, the crackle, and the traditional Hershey's in the small bars that they threw in the bag. Doesn't that feel like they were making a bunch of candy at the factory, and then all this candy was runoff candy that they collected in a barrel, and there was some peanuts and some Rice Krispie pops for the crackle and some small little candy bars, and they just took it and they cut it up into little bars, and they were like, you know what? Give that to the peasants. Give it to
Yeah.
the peasants out there. Like, who's buying this?
It's not good. I will say the crackle though is better than the Mr. Good Bar.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop that into the sea because I'm not gonna throw it away. It's a good substitute for like a bunch of crunch, right? Because you got those, the little rice flakes in there. So it's not the most miserable piece of chocolate ever, but it's not great either.
How about this? The Mr. Goodbar was introduced in 1926.
It feels like it. It feels like
Depression era fucking
feels
candy,
like-
bro.
Yeah. They
It
were like,
feels-
well, we got all this chocolate and what's that? It's just peanuts. Well, chop them up and throw them in. It's like,
We got no workers to make the candy bars. It's like, all right, well, then just throw them and cut them into the little squares and give them to the kids for Christmas. That's all they got for Christmas that year. during the
it's just
Depression.
one Mr. Goodbar, and they probably cherished it.
Mr. Goodbar is a depression ass era candy bar. It really is.
100%.
That's great. All right. So moving on from the worst candy in the history of America. What else have we got?
I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna mix it up because I've just ate so much chocolate candy right now.
Mix 'em up.
I'm gonna get in a little fruit flavor here, and I'm starting with the orange Starburst.
Are you going to go through
Orange.
each flavor of Starburst?
Yeah.
You're going to go through each flavor?
Well, we gotta know. We gotta know the differences, and they're here. Look at orange, pink, red, yellow.
Man, I should have bought a Starburst. Fuck.
Yeah. Well, I sent you the list.
This is like the Ocean's 11 thing all over again. Except it's inverse.
Exactly.
It's reverse this time.
I came prepared, Mr. Candyman. He says.
Hey, come on.
All right. All right.
I bought 4. I got the 4 of them. All
This
right,
is gonna take me 5 minutes to eat this.
Talk me through the orange Starburst. The orange Starburst for me is the lowest out of the traditional Starburst. I'll say that. It's. The
I agree,
lowest
and
for
that's
me.
why I started with it because I was
I
like, I
knew it.
know.
I knew
I
it.
was like, I already know this is not ideal, but
No, no. Well, we all know the number 1. We all know the best Starburst.
you might be
Ooh.
surprised.
Uh-oh. Are we going to disagree on this?
You might be surprised.
Well, first of all, rank the orange Starburst. Where do you put the orange on this list? Where do you put it?
I'm putting it in the C's
Yeah,
because
you're not throwing it out, but
I'm not throwing it out. But in the bowl of candy, it's going to be the last one I eat.
me
I'm
too.
not going for orange. I don't like artificial orange flavor in general. I like artificial grape flavor a lot and lemon flavor. Orange, I'm not here for it.
Yeah, I will say it's the last Starburst of the traditional pack I eat. Like I eat all the other
Yeah.
flavors first, and then I eat that one. So that's the one that I always drop down to the bottom.
Mhm.
Now, can I pick the Starburst that the flavor you eat next? Because I'm going to go from worst to best, and I want to see if we align here. So I'm
Okay.
gonna pick one.
Okay.
So show me the traditional flavors. What do you got in your what do you have in your pack? All right. So my next flavor for you is gonna be the old yellow. Old yellow
Mm.
for me is the second to least favorite out of the 4.
Okay.
Now, do you disagree or how do you feel?
I'm gonna eat it.
He's
I'm
gonna
gonna
see. He's gonna see how he feels. He's gonna mix.
Mhm.
He's gonna mix it up, dude. You are gonna vomit at the end of this. There's no way.
It's not gonna be great, but we have to know.
We gotta know. I had 4 pieces of candy. I want to kill myself. So I mean,
All right.
because to me the yellow almost is a little too sour tasting. It has a little bit of a like an
It's got a
airiness
bite
to it.
to it.
It's got a little bit of a bite to it, but it's also kind of flat. It's kind of interesting. It's like a flatness to it. It doesn't pop, but it has a bite. Now, what the hell is that? You know, like what does that mean? What are we doing?
It's got a pop. No. You said it doesn't have a pop.
But it's got a bite.
It's got no pop, but it has a bite.
Yeah, what is that? What's going on there? That's how I feel. Now, how do you feel? I mean, you're the one with it in your mouth right now.
First of all, bless you. It's kind of like oh, bless you.
Sorry.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah, it does just kind of have this sort of like lingering lemon flavor, which makes
Yeah.
sense, I suppose, but it's not. You don't notice it at first at all, and then you really notice it, and then you get tired of it.
Yeah. No pop.
You're-
No pop.
well,
Now, let me ask you this. How do you feel about lemon flavor in general? What
Well-
do you think about lemonade? Are you a big lemonade guy?
I don't like lemonade because it's always made too sugary. It's the same problem
Yes.
I have with like traditional iced teas. I love iced tea, but like if you get it just like at a place, it's always so sugary. So I don't
No.
really like it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You ever just eat a piece of lemon? You ever eat a lemon, like the fruit?
I love lemon. Just like I just like have them around. Lemons and limes. Big citrus guy.
You probably get the lemon on the water. When you get the ice water, you probably ask for the ice water with lemon. Yeah, I knew it. I knew Alex is a big water with lemon guy.
It's nice.
How about this guy? The guy that takes or woman, whoever
Yeah.
You ever get the jug of water, that glass jug with the ice, and then they put the lemons and the limes in it? So it's all
Mhm.
infused. You ever get the infused water? That's fun.
That is fun. Yeah, yeah. They used to do that at my work. They had this whole like thing called spa water, and they would put like basil and like watermelon chunks, but then you would filter it out so it was just the water. None of the actual pulp came through, but it would make the water taste like those things.
I gotta tell
Crazy.
you, I'm not a pulp guy. I like to hear that they filter it out.
Yeah, they filter it out. No pulp.
No pulp. I'm not a
No
with
pulp.
these orange juice with pulp guys. It's too much. So, anyways, rank the rank the yellow Starburst. Where do you put them?
I'm putting the yellow in the B tier because at least for me, because I like the lemon flavor. I'm gonna eat it before the orange, but it's still not. Yeah, I'm gonna say B, but I'm open to thoughts.
I'm okay with it at B because I do love Starburst. I love the traditional Starburst. None of
Yeah.
them are going in the trash for me. I think yellow, like I said, it's got a bite but no pop. But I'm not opposed to it. I'll always eat it. It's number 3 out of the list for me when I eat the Starburst. So I'm fine with that. I like putting it in the B. I like a yellow
Okay.
Starburst. It's fine. Now, what do you go for number 2? Because we're gonna find out what we think is now. Actually, you know what? Just tell me your number 1. What's your number 1 Starburst out of the 4?
The number one's the pink. The pink Starburst. This is the number 1. Are you disagreeing with me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
No
dude.
way, bro.
Red is number 1, dude.
Cherry?
Red has got the bite and the pop and the crackle and the snap. It's got the whole package, bro. The red
That
is juicy. When I think Starburst, I think juicy, and nothing is juicier than the red Starburst. You can't disagree with me on that. It's juicy as fuck, dude.
I don't want to eat these because it takes so long. It took me like 3 minutes to eat each of them. So I'm just gonna smell them and then we'll move right along. But just by smell alone, I can already tell you. I'm just gonna so they can really hear it on the mic. That is crazy. Okay. Now we'll smell the red. We'll give the red a little sniff.
I can't believe you're pink over red. That's wild to me.
It's only wild to you. Pink is the most beloved. It's beloved by many.
Right
Okay.
in, folks. Pink or red. This is the show 69@gmail.com. Which Starburst do you pick? The pink or the red? What's your top one?
That's
Let me know
actually
if you're
kind
a
of
red guy.
confrontational, I guess, because yeah, I suppose there is like this kind of split. But
There's
yeah,
a red
in my
army
mind-
out there, bro.
No, I've never seen him.
There's a red army on Twitter.
I've
Right
seen-
out, right in. If you're part of the red gang, hit us up. I just feel like the red, it's fruit punch to me. It's like, it's like the best. What's the best Kool-Aid? Pink lemonade or the classic red? I'll tell you what, the Kool-Aid man's not filled up with pink fucking Kool-Aid. He's filled up with the red, dude.
Well,
Red is
that's
number
just
one.
a character, you know.
Oh yeah, that's what I say.
Pink,
Oh yeah,
pink lemonade. Pink lemonade's the best. First of all,
pink lemonade. Oh no,
what?
like if we're talking Kool-Aid,
Yes, the pink lemonade is all right. Listen, that's a different tier list. All right,
I just threw my hat,
that's-
folks. This is crazy.
The gauntlet has been thrown. Yeah, it's just better. It's got the lemonade. It's got that. It's got the bite. Your Kool-Aid, the red Kool-Aid.
You're talking the
red
bite from
Kool-Aid's
the
got
pink
no
lemonade.
bite.
You're saying the pink lemonade has a bite in Kool-Aid more than the fruit punch?
Of course, it's lemonade. There's an inherent bite.
Oh, hold on a second. What? Oh, I can't do it. Dude. You got to
I'm
drink
moving
red.
I'll drink it. It's not my go-to. I'm gonna make the pink. If we're really talking, I'll probably make a blue drink before I make anything, or
Yo.
grape even.
Yo.
I'll probably make blue or grape before I even make pink or red to begin with. So if we're really talking Kool-Aid, which we're not, because we're doing a candy tier list.
Hey man, this is the show. This is what we do. Come on, don't shy away from the formula. Let me just say this.
Oh, Three Musketeers is on this list.
It was down at the bottom. All right, let me
shit.
just say this. Let me say this
All right.
about the
All
Kool-Aid.
right. All
I
right.
agree with Alex. I'm also making blue before I make pink and red. I'll say that. I'm also a blue guy. I'm putting blue first, but you
Blue's
gotta
better.
rank the pink and the red. Now, let me say this. I know we were arguing about the pink and the red, and it's all fun and games, and it's all the whole thing. But I'll tell you this, I'm still a fan of both. So for me, I put pink and red Starburst both in the B category. That's where I rank them. Where are you putting them?
Yeah, I'll go with that. I was gonna put pink in the A, but
Put
you know,
pink in the, put pink in the A.
Nah, because if
You
we're gonna
gotta
put pink in the A,
end.
then we gotta put red in the A because red is your pink. So we're just gonna put both in B, and we're gonna move it right along to probably the worst chocolate bar of all time, the Butterfinger.
Dude, I can't believe you're about to eat a Butterfinger, first of all. It might be a never had it for me. I can't remember the last time I ate a Butterfinger.
All right. Well,
It's so sloppy to eat. It's so like crunchy and it makes a mess. It's the worst.
I completely agree. It's the messiest candy of all time. I mean, you saw me. I knew, and I took a bite over the plate.
Yeah, you can't do it. Now, what is the redeeming quality of the Butterfinger? Can you at least give me one redeeming quality? Because I got to be honest, I can't think of one.
No, there's none. Because as I'm eating it, I'm realizing what I really despise about the Butterfinger to begin with.
Hit me.
And it is probably what makes the peanut. There's this hard material in the middle.
Yep.
That when it hits your mouth, it breaks down into a gooey, like structure. Okay, because it doesn't break down into a liquid. It just becomes gooey. It then gets into the ridges of your teeth, and then hardens back up.
Oh.
You're cleaning it out for 10. It's like filling. It actually like fills in, and then it just locks in. It's terrible. Yeah. What?
No, finish the sentence.
I was just gonna say it locks up. It just was Butterfinger on this list? No, it was for sure. I'm losing it, bro. I can't spot the candies.
My man's got his blood sugar spiking through the roof of blurry vision right now.
Like, what's going on?
Can't see straight. So where are you putting the Butterfinger?
It's got to go straight to the trash.
Yeah, it's got to go to the trash. I agree. We're talking about oral health. We're talking about my tooth infection. Don't eat a Butterfinger. You're going to end up in the fucking dentist chair. Don't eat it. It gets trapped in your teeth. If you don't get it out right away, it's going to stick in there for ages. You can't do it. It's a nightmare. Stop it. Grow up. Stop eating a Butterfinger. What are you doing? You know,
look at this. Look at how huge this is. And that's one of two pieces that I bought because it was like a share size only that they had.
Dude. And the thing is, I don't think anybody's ever volunteered to be like, I'll buy a Butterfinger. It's usually like, I want something sweet, and somebody goes, I have a Butterfinger, and you're like, oh, I guess if it's what I have to eat, I'll do it. But it's not a choice.
I mean, like, they don't even have a slogan. It's just crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard.
I don't like it. We're moving right along. We're going into the Three Musketeers.
That was like a guy in a marketing meeting being like, hey, what should we say the slogan is? And the guy's like, it's crispy, it's crunchy, it's peanut buttery. And they're like, fucking done.
Yes.
Yeah, you nailed it. Worst candy bar ever. Thanks. Now, Alex is eating the Three Musketeers for the folks listening at home. Now, let me ask you this. Before you get into the Three Musketeers specifically, how's your mouth feeling? You've had a lot of different textures and flavors. Like, what's the mix on going on in there? I feel like that's a wild scene. He can't talk. He can't talk. He's filled up. He's got too much nougat. He's big nougat.
I'm doing okay. I was overwhelmed by the textures of the Three Musketeers. I haven't had the Three Musketeers in a while. And it was the opposite problem that I had with the Butterfinger.
Yes.
Where the Butterfinger went hard, the Three Musketeers go soft.
I was gonna say the Three Musketeers, very light, very fluffy. It's big fluff vibes.
Very fluffy, and I get it. You know, at like an unbiased level, I get it. I don't know if it's for me though. I don't know if I'm going Three Musketeers. Like if I see it in the bowl, I'm not really reaching for it like that. You know.
Well, I'll say this. The Three Musketeers for me, it's going in the C category. I'm not throwing it out, but I'm.
That's where
I
was gonna.
C. Yeah.
That's like that's an easy one. That's an easy C.
Easy C. It's not for me, but I'm definitely not throwing it away. I'm definitely be like, all right, I'll eat 16 of them. Like I'll eat.
Yeah, right.
Because I feel like you got to eat a lot of them to feel like you're actually eating some. Because like you said, where the Butterfinger goes hard, the Three Musketeers go soft.
It's like
that's a hell of a saying, by the way. That was amazing. That was amazing.
You ever use whipped cream cheese?
Yes. Yeah. Whipped butter too.
That's how I feel with the same feeling I have about the whipped cream cheese is what I have with Three Musketeers, which is what you were describing, which is like I feel like I have to use more whipped cream cheese to get back to what I'm used to, which is a heavy layer of cream cheese.
Yeah.
I don't go light on the cream cheese.
Yeah, you got to go thick, and I feel like if you got to eat too many to get the same affliction that one thing might have, then you're ending up in the C category. That's just how it goes, you know.
I agree.
You got to bring your A game.
All right, we've got the next one, and this is it's an interesting piece of candy, right? It's the Almond Joy. It's some people's favorites. Other people, a lot of people actually don't like the coconut texture. Everyone always says it's the texture. You know, it's like people who don't like Jell-O or whatever.
Yeah. Are you ready for this?
You don't like it.
That's what you think?
Yeah.
Almond Joy?
Yeah.
That's in the S category for me, bro. That's my favorite candy. It is right below Snickers. It's like, I love it, dude. I love that texture. The thing that you described, the coconutty texture, the milk chocolate, that little almond right on the top. Oh, baby. That is a killer candy bar. I love the Almond Joy. I love it. More like Casey's Joy. I mean, come on. I love that candy bar, bro.
I couldn't agree with you more. It's got everything I want from a candy. It's got that gooey, fun flavor while not being too soft that you get with the Three Musketeers. It's got that crunch, but it's not overwhelming the way that perhaps a Snickers could be, or dare I say, a Payday, which is truly all crunch.
Well, the Payday is out of control. Let's not even get into the Payday. I can't be talking the Payday, you know? Alex just held it up to the camera. Oh, that's fucking great. I was like, I can't even get into the Payday. Alex is like, well, guess what, bitch?
I'm about to get into one, maybe.
Dude, you are about to break your jaw open.
So,
man.
Unanimous across This Is the Show. Almond Joy, definitely in the S category.
We love the Almond Joy, folks. Write in This Is the Show 69 at gmail.com if you're an Almond Joy head, because we are Almond Joy heads. We love it, dude.
Love an Almond Joy.
Oh, God, I'm so jealous that you got to eat one tonight. I want one so bad now. I can't believe you're about to eat a Payday.
I'm not going to eat this whole thing. I'm taking a bite.
Show the folks at home the texture. Let's show it to the camera so that people remember.
God, I hope the camera's recording. I hope so much.
I hope so, because that was a great moment where I was like, I can't even get into the Payday. And you just held it up. That was fucking classic. Oh God.
Probably the most hideous candy of all time.
It looks like a fucking Nature Valley bar. You know those Nature Valley bars, the thick ones that crumble all over your dick? It's the worst. The worst.
Yeah, those big slices of oats.
Yeah.
This is probably and let me start by saying what I like about a Payday. I'll be brief. Yo, what the fuck? Bro, oh, it sounds like someone's tickling Elmo, bro. What the fuck?
I had water in my mouth.
Oh my god, we're going back to back spit takes.
I couldn't let it out. I had to just let the giggles out. You know how it goes.
That was crazy. You were letting them out slowly.
Woo! Oh man,
All
this
right.
is a classic episode tonight. I'm having a blast. Oh,
All right, let me start off by saying what I like about the payday,
hit me.
which actually has nothing to do with the candy itself. And I just want to say that the logo, or like the font for payday, is nice. It grabs your attention. It's got like, it's very collegiate looking.
Big orange letters. It looks like it looks like that text should say Ohio State.
Yeah, yeah,
It's got
100%.
It's got Ohio State text. Payday.
like if you just glance at it, it says game day. It's like,
the payday says game day, which I tell you, you can eat it on game day with the fucking crazy amounts of protein in that
oh
goddamn
my
thing.
god.
It's all peanuts.
So I'm just gonna take off a little piece to it. Hello, Lucy. Goodbye. So,
God, you're like a Charlie Brown character eating all those peanuts. I tell you,
oh, geez, dude, that is like.
no good. That riff bombed. I got nothing. I like
No,
that one.
I was processing because I was watching my cat chewing something, and then I was like, so let's just take this back here, okay? I'm gonna try to break it open without making too much of a mess on my desk, but it's just crazy. That break is really something else.
You can't bite into it. I feel like you gotta break you off a piece of that game day bar. Dude. I feel like it's two things that you don't like. It's caramel and peanuts. Those are like the two things you don't like.
And I like the peanut on its own, but this is too much.
It is too much. It's too much peanut for sure. You're Mr. Peanut over there. Get this guy a top hat and a monocle.
Bro, let's bring back monocles.
Bro, I was just thinking about monocles the other day. Monocles are big. The one eyeglass, I'm not a glasses guy. I'm a monocle guy.
No, you are a glasses guy, but you don't wear your glasses. That's
I wear them when I'm working and stuff. When I'm looking at the computer, I just don't wear them when I'm on the show or like out in life, you know?
I'm thinking deeply about this payday rank. I think it's got to go C.
What?
You're saying straight to the trash?
Yes, I'm not a payday guy. I mean, you
All
can
right.
put it for no, put it for C. I want to hear it. Tell me why it's a C. You don't.
I
hate
don't
it.
know. I feel bad. I had this guilt about putting it in the C column, and I can't explain why.
You know what it is? It's because you're an art guy. You're an artist. You're an art designer. You like the font.
I mean, I guess, but it's like the redeeming quality, and I'm not a sweet savory mix kind of guy,
No.
but the peanuts are salted. They're not just normal peanuts.
Are they salted?
They're salted, and so
Interesting.
it is a unique. Excuse me. It is a very unique taste. My fucking mic. Okay. I'll leave it at D because I don't have a good enough argument to bring it out of the trash. So
All right.
we'll
All
leave
right.
it there, and we'll move on to the next, which
I tell
is
you, I didn't know they were salted. That might change my opinion. Maybe I can get down with the game day. Maybe I can
Right.
make it happen.
all right. I moved it to C. We can reflect.
All right.
Moving right along.
Skittles. Now you're not doing each Skittle flavor one by one, are you?
I'm just gonna pop a handful. We're
Yeah.
gonna do because that's the Skittle experience.
Yeah, sure is.
Well, hold on a second though. I
Because
got
let's
all
be
the
honest,
same
they
color.
all kind of taste the same.
Yeah. All right. I ended up trying to get every color. So just right off the bat with Skittles,
Hit me.
the smell is incredible. It's got
Unbeatable.
a great scent.
Unbeatable. It's such a classic.
And we'll take a beat. 1 second.
that squeeze crunch that you get with them, where you can squeeze them down with your teeth, and the way they kind of expand like shrapnel from a shotgun. You know what I mean? They make little shrapnel pieces that pop off, that come off of the glue part in the middle, and they kind of shoot out. Dude, it's fucking classic. I'm really proud of myself for that shrapnel metaphor. That was big.
It's so true, because I was experiencing it as you were saying it. I had those little hard-coated candy flakes.
Yeah, dude.
Shooting all over my mouth.
It's a great feeling.
But then as you're eating it, you're kind of sucking on the candy and
Yeah.
pulling the flavor out of it.
Dude, exactly. It really lets you do some of the work with like getting the flavor and getting the full experience. It's a very versatile candy too, because when I was a kid, I used to take a bunch of them and I'd mush them all together and make like the little Skittles ball, eat them all at once. You know what I mean? Like one of those. You can also eat them one by one. You could do a handful. You could eat specific flavors. You could separate them out. It's a very versatile candy. There's a lot you can do with a bag of Skittles.
And a bag of Skittles, I totally agree. And a bag of Skittles, like, you're getting that's a lot of candy, because a couple of these go a long way. So bang for your buck, just sugar alone, I think Skittles takes the cake. I'm saying that's an A-tier candy for sure.
Damn, I'm with it. I'm with it for sure. It's not like my cream of the crop, but it's not in the S, but it is like, I love it. I don't eat them all the time, but like love them. Big fan.
I went back for another one.
Yeah, you got to do it. Now, I'm fascinated by the taste in your mouth. You just had a payday at the Skittles. I think that's the first time in human history anybody's had that goes back to back.
I keep rinsing, bro. It's the most water I've drank on the cast.
I was going to say, my man's finally hydrated. And speaking of which, cheers. I got the berry LaCroix going tonight.
Hey, crack them. Oh, berry.
Yeah, dude. I love the berry flavor. We talked about this.
Yeah, we did.
You ever watch Barry on HBO? It's a good show.
you son of a bitch.
All right, what do we got? What do we got next?
All right, we've got the Hershey's plain chocolate candy bar.
Hershey's Classic.
A Hershey's classic.
Milk chocolate?
Just milk chocolate.
The OG milk chocolate, because dark chocolate, that's in the white. We've already talked about white chocolate on this.
We've already talked about white chocolate, yeah.
But I'll tell you this: the milk chocolate, that's the classic. That's the OG classic. Now, for me, I'm just gonna put it out there: a classic Hershey's bar, like not the little one that you just ate, but like the classic, really flat, thin one. For me, if I'm being honest, that's S tier, baby.
Whoa.
I love it. Oh God, I'm sneezing like crazy today.
Bless you.
I was around Becca's cat. It's all over my crew neck.
Oh yeah.
But I'll tell you this, there's something just so classic about just a plain milk chocolate candy bar that I feel like it's like it's how the Mr. Goodbar felt very Depression era. Milk chocolate classic Hershey's feels straight out of the 50s. You know what I mean? I feel like I should be wearing a pinstripe little hat and working at a burger stand. You know what I mean?
I get that.
With a girl with a big poodle dress, with the big dress poofing out. I feel like I'm like, I feel like I'm in that movie, The Founder, with Michael Keaton, where he invents McDonald's. You ever see that?
I never have, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You know the vibe. You know the vibe I'm going for. So I love it. It's very Americana,
I'm good to put it in the A, because I was gonna go B, and you vouching hard for it, I'm willing to kick it up to the A tier.
You heard me describe the 50s, and you're like, all right, this guy's very passionate about the Hershey's bar. I gotta give him an A. I gotta give him at least an A.
I'm like, we're out here just trying to have a little sweet treat. My guy's out here eating a Hershey's bar to time travel. He's like, yeah, I just eat these to escape,
My man's eating a chocolate bar to go back to when the Kennedy was in office.
It's like, those were the days.
Yeah, those were the days. Sitting around the TV watching your stories. There's only 2 channels back then. You got a milk chocolate Hershey's bar and you're watching the Dick Van Dyke Show. The good old days.
Bro, back when TV only aired at certain times and it wasn't just on all of 24/7.
Honestly, feels like probably better. Probably better off. We're probably way worse off now that we can just do whatever we want whenever we want.
well, we get you get the TV paralysis where you can't pick. You're just scrolling.
Sure. Yeah. And then you just end up rewatching Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Or dare I say, rewatching This Is the Show podcast. Check us out, YouTube. Rewatch old episodes. It's comforting.
Oh.
Bro, I gotta be honest. This is one of our most ASMR like comfort shows. This is very chill vibes.
This is very chill. Yeah.
I feel like there could be like a Halloween lo-fi playlist going on underneath this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Very quiet. Yeah.
Although big laughs tonight. We're high energy as always for you folks.
Well, how could I not be? I've eaten 3 pounds of candy.
Exactly.
My eye's gonna start twitching over here.
Yeah. Alex isn't going to bed tonight until 3 a.m. So
because I'll be shitting.
Yeah, he'll be up playing video games, fucking just shaking, drinking Mountain Dew.
So we're moving on. The Hershey's, the classic chocolate bar, that's going A, no doubt about it. We're moving along to the Milky Way.
The Milky Way.
Milky Way. I did not grab Junior Mints, which I'm sad about.
Yeah.
But that's not really like, you're not getting that in the Halloween bag, are you?
No, and I also think like the Junior Mint, it's like mint. What am I brushing my teeth? Come on,
Yeah.
I feel like whenever you eat a mint thing, it feels very like fresh, and I'm like, just get that out of my chocolate. I'm trying to be dirty. I'm trying to be down and dirty with the deep sugar. I'm not trying to eat a mint. I feel like I'm cleaning my teeth while I'm making it worse.
It feels like multitasking,
Yeah,
which is not good.
No, you just gotta do the one. All right, so you're doing the classic Milky Way right now, right?
I'm doing a Milky Way. It's come and gone already. That's how quick that was.
Yeah. Talk me through your Milky Way thoughts.
Again, I'm not a caramel guy. I'll just lead with that.
Mm.
But the nougat in the middle, that's kind of like a redeeming quality.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more dense than the Three Musketeers nougat also.
Yes.
And just the overall flavor profile is good. So I'm kind of leaning B to C, but whatever you got could sway me.
I'm here for a C category. I think Milky Way is not, because when I look at the B category, I'm looking at like red, pink, and yellow Starburst and a Twix.
Strong candies.
And I'm like, I don't know that Milky Way is up in that. Like those are some strong candies. I feel like that's disrespectful to the Twix and the Starburst to put that up there. No, I mean,
completely agree.
No disrespect to the Milky Way, but like, let's not disrespect the strong candies that are in the B category. So that's a hard.
I completely agree. It belongs next to its peers, which are the Three Musketeers and the Payday.
I will say Milky Way and Three Musketeers are like the same candy bar to me. They're like, I don't even like, I'm like, yeah, it's whatever,
Yeah.
Like I'll eat 16 of them if I have to, but I'm never like picking that first,
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's interesting that the crackles in the C category. I feel like the crackles should be down with the Mr. Goodbye. But
You want to move it?
No,
we'll move it.
No, you
We'll
can't
move
move
it.
it. You can't move it because I agree. We don't put it back. We don't throw it away, but it's just funny because it's like, who eats a crackle bar?
Who's kicking back with that bag? Like, cause you're not getting a big bar of crackle,
No,
you're getting the minis only. That they literally used the mini for the thumbnail photo.
Yeah, you can't do it. So it's just funny. It's just funny.
All right, so we've placed Milky Way in its very honest and pure category, which is the C category.
Yes.
We're moving on to a candy which, by the design of the box, does everything right. It feels like it's 50s, but it's kind of stuck there. We're in Milk Duds territory, folks. I got a whole box. Go ahead and shake that for you a little bit. There's that right in your ear hole.
That's a good shake.
A good shake. And they really, this is probably, I don't like Milk Duds. I already know this. I'm going to eat it for science, but I already know I'm not big on these.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Milk Duds is a flat C or in the trash for me. It might even be in the trash. I don't know. It's tough to say. Where do you put that in the trash? I'm not a Milk Dud guy either. The texture of it's almost too thick. Like you were talking about with the Butterfinger. It's like a suction cup. You know what it is? It's like a plunger to your molars. It just
I had to spit it out.
Yeah. All right. Put it in the trash. Yeah. What are we doing with the Milk Duds?
I had to spit it out. And it's not because I've eaten 3 pounds of chocolate. It's because I would have been here all night.
It's
This
too
would have
much.
stayed with me for the whole time.
It's way too much. Yeah, it's got like that plunger effects. Like it's just,
just-
like it's. Oh, you never like that. Yeah, exactly. You nailed it with that
Mm-mm.
sound effect. That's exactly right. It's bad vibes.
All right, we're moving
My
it
man
right
is
along.
exhausted.
Did you hear my exhale?
I sure did. My man is tired. He is like,
Oh.
this is the most fucking sugar I've eaten in my entire life.
Oh my god. Yeah. So I moved on to dots. We've got dots. I'm just gonna blind grab a couple.
You're
Just
actually
to
gonna eat the dots?
Yeah, I'll have a couple dots.
All right.
I need
Because
something to what? Oh, where are you with dots? It sounds like we already know.
I'm king anti dots. I hate dots. Dots are my milk duds. I'm like right in the trash. Dude, their fruit flavor almost tastes like kind of like Tums. Like it tastes a little medical. It tastes like a little bit like medicine, like almost like a cough syrupy. Like you know how like fruit flavored Tums don't taste like fruit at all.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dots be like that to me. I am so anti dots. It feels like they just didn't. They didn't
even try.
No, they didn't try. They didn't put enough sugar in it, and then they stuck with that formula the whole time. It just feels very forced and very rushed. I'm so anti dots.
Well, you don't have to convince me. I had two, and I was like, I'm good.
It tastes like medicine a little bit, right?
It just has like a. It's not welcome. It's not
No.
welcome. It's not good. It's not good. So we've moved on. We're at Mike and Ike's.
Oh, dude, I forgot about Mike and Ike's. Oh man.
I actually did too until I saw him on this tier list because I walk past, like I don't buy candy from the aisles, like the aisle like the candy aisles at the store.
Yeah.
I don't pick out candy there. I pick it out at the checkout stand
The
because there's
register. Yeah.
because there's more limited options and I need the impulsivity of like just grabbing something and going. Otherwise
Yes.
I'll just like stare at the wall of options. So
you'll live in that CVS. if you're in the actual candy aisle, it sucks you in.
So I've thrown in a couple Mike and Ike's now. I did a green, a yellow, and a red.
Mm.
It's great.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Mike and Ike's is a B candy, bro. I haven't had it in a long time, but I think they're pretty fucking solid. They do right what Dots gets wrong. It does the classic fruit, and and the texture, the way it has a little bit of that Skittles shrapnel texture.
I was just gonna grab it because it does kind of have like that. I wish you could see this better, but
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Dude.
It's got some tension on the outside. It's not a candy shell. It's just a little harder.
Yes, it's a real classic. I can't believe it. Yeah, Mike and Ike's are a B. I haven't had Mike and Ike's in a long time, and I'm a little ashamed. I feel like I should be eating them a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Yeah, I'm in on Mike and Ike's. I love a good Mike and Ike. It definitely gets right what the Dots get wrong. It just it crushes it. And it's like those classic fruit flavors. It's like green, red, yellow. You know what I mean? It's classic.
Completely classic.
Do they have
They're
a blue
fun.
Mike and Ike? I don't think
Not
so.
in the original fruit box, but I think that they do have a variation or something.
I'd be interested in a blue Mike and Ike if I'm being honest.
I would definitely try that.
That could be fun. That could be big.
So
All right.
we're going into international territory here a little bit with the Swedish fish.
He said we're going into international Swedish fish. Oh my god. Oh,
we're
great.
we're jumping-
box. Great.
Yeah,
box.
great box. Very fun. It's fun. It knows it's candy. I'll say that just about the design. It's like, we're candy, bitch. That's what the Swedish fish design tells me.
It does. It's very, very traditional. It's very like like, you know what this is. You don't pick up a box of Swedish Fish and go, "Is that health food?" No, bro.
No.
That's candy.
That is
Like,
candy.
A payday, you're like, that could be a protein bar, but Swedish
They
Fish,
want you
you're
to
like,
think it's a protein bar.
yeah, dude. They want you to think it's game day, dude. The game day thing is a top 10 riff of This Is the Show. That was killer. That was so good. I fucking loved it.
But
Talk
you
me
know
through
why?
this Swedish Fish. Yeah, hit me.
It's because it's an international candy and they don't play around.
No, they don't.
They're not going to try to make something that's unhealthy seem healthy.
No, they
That's
don't
what
lie.
Americans do.
Yes, that is a very American culture thing to do.
Americans are all like, you see this candy bar that we covered in peanuts? There's 6 grams of protein and 40 grams of sugar. So if you're going to go run for 3 miles, this might get you where you need to go.
You know what it
But-
is? It's like LeBron being a spokesperson for Sprite, where it shows him playing basketball and then he goes to the sideline and drinks a Sprite, and you're like, "What is happening? What
Exactly.
is going on?" What are
Or
you
like the
doing?
Olympics being sponsored by McDonald's.
Yeah, it's insane. You're like, come on, those people haven't had a fucking McDouble since they were 4 years old.
Now that I finished that bite,
Yeah.
see, that's the thing about the Swedish Fish.
Mhm.
I like them, but they hang around for a while. They're a lingering candy.
Lingering.
It sticks around. You're chewing on it. You're sucking on it. You're trying to break that sucker down
Yeah,
for a minute.
yeah.
So that, to me, that's not a quality I want in candy. I want it in and out like that, like a lot like that Milky Way bar. How it was just kind of boom, boom. I like that. This hangs around and it's an intense flavor. I
It's-
would say it actually gets more intense as you go along, but it is a very good candy.
Yeah.
Another problem, it only comes in the one flavor. You're just getting that like cherry. I don't know what it's trying to be actually in terms of flavor. And they don't want you to know. It's just soft and chewy candy.
Where do you
But
rank
it's-
her?
But it's good.
Yeah.
They're good.
Now, I have a ranking, but I'm going to say why. And you
Okay.
hit the nail on the head a little bit. They get old to me very quickly because it's just that one flavor. And like you said, that flavor can be strong and almost borderline overwhelming if you eat a bunch of them. I can't eat more than 4 Swedish Fish at a time.
No.
Like, I've never finished a box of Swedish Fish all in one sitting. It's too much. It's too
No way.
overpowering. And so
No,
for
that'd
that
be brutal.
reason, I put it in the C category.
Wow.
Were you going to put it in B?
I was open. I was open because I was leaning. I was like, it's not an A. It's not, could be B, but again, I'm not going to be eating a lot of them, which quantity is not the metric that I'm necessarily measuring against, but it's just, yeah, I'm good with C. I'm good with C.
You don't think B? You don't think it lives up to the? I just think like it's good with this category. The tier thing is actually pretty great because it makes you look at the other candies that you've put in that category, and you're like,
Yeah.
I don't know if we could do it.
I completely agree.
So
Yeah.
for me, it's a C. I mean, if you want to bump it up to B, you can bump it up. You can get it in there, but I don't know. For me, it just doesn't feel. I don't know if I could swing it because, like I said,
Yeah.
it's not a candy that I'm like.
It's not on the same
Addicted
level
to.
as a pink Starburst for me. So that's,
No.
it's kind of like what you're saying. I like once we see what the other options are in there, it's not that same candy. So I'm good with C.
Does that mean though that we've ranked those that those should all be A candies though? That's what it makes me think. I'm like, are those all A's?
I think that's an
And-
A and then that's a B. I think that's more. I think this is more appropriate.
I actually agree with that. I'm totally into that. Yeah, the red and the pink should be A's, and then that makes sense with the Mike and Ike's and
Because
the
the lemon's
yellow.
got to be, yeah. The lemon's got to be lower.
That makes me wonder if the Twix is an A.
No,
No, yeah, you're right. Good call.
No,
I was
no.
getting too excited.
no.
I was getting too excited. I was bumping too much stuff up.
You're like, okay, hear me out. What if Milk Duds are actually S tier?
So Mr. Goodbar and a Crackle, combine them. Mr. Good Crackle. Think about it, Alex.
Mr. Good Crackle.
Think about it.
Uh,
Oh man. Oh my god. Dude, I fucking love it. So where are we at now? What do you got? You need a break? How do you feel?
I'm gonna keep going. I got 3. I'm salivating here, bro. I'm spitting all over the place. My
What do you
body's
got?
just expecting more candy, so it's like it's preemptively putting saliva in my mouth because it's like
Keeping
this
you-
ugly bitch ain't ready for.
It's keeping
All
you
right.
loose.
It's keeping me very loose.
Also,
So
you're
we're
not ugly.
going
You
on.
look great tonight.
So we're going on to the next candy that I have here, which I've been saving it.
Oh baby. Oh baby. The classic SPK.
Sour Patch Kids, folks.
The
We're
Sour
stepping
Patch
up.
Kids.
This is not for people who have never had candy before. Okay. People who reach for Sour Patch Kids have experienced trauma. They have seen things that few have. They've gone through it, and I mean on the candy universe. Like they know that someone who's going for Sour Patch Kids could explain in great detail the shortcomings of a Mr. Goodbar. You know, they know their candy.
Yes. Now,
I'm gonna, yeah,
what are you gonna say? You're gonna what?
I'm gonna go one at a time.
One at a time. Okay, so now I'm going to say this about the Sour Patch Kid. I agree with Alex. If you're reaching for the Sour Patch Kid, you might have been a Sour Patch Kid growing up. Like you come from the Sour Patch. You're not coming from the
Holy shit!
Did you see me try? I tried so hard to find one. My brain was reaching and I was like, how many thes can I get away with before I come up with something to compare it to? And it never came. It never came to me.
I heard 2 thus. I was looking at the box, thinking about the design,
Yeah.
and then I heard that third the, and I looked up and I was like, well, we got to see where this is going.
And then 3 more thes came out and you were like, oh, Casey doesn't have it tonight. He doesn't have one. I was kind of going for you're either a Sour Patch Kid or you're a Cabbage Patch Kid, but it didn't line up the way I wanted it to, so I didn't say it. But that's what I was trying to say. You're either a
gotcha.
Sour Patch Kid or a Cabbage Patch Kid. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of works. I just wish I nailed it.
yeah, that's all right. What are you gonna do?
It's late. It's like this is a long episode, by the way.
That's
We're like an hour 40 in.
Yeah. No, it's a long episode. But Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch Kids are not for the light of heart. This is a serious candy because it's really sweet, it's really sour, it's chewy, it's got a little bit of like a sponginess in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, but it's incredible.
Yeah.
Sour Patch Kids are the candy that I could eat mindlessly forever. I love Sour Patch Kids. For me, I'm leaning towards an S tier, but I want to hear your thoughts.
S. Easy S for me. It's not even close. I love Sour Patch Kids. I've been eating them my whole life. I'm not from the Cabbage Patch. I'm a Sour Patch Kid. I grew up on the wrong side of the tracks. I love it. It's a classic. I mean,
They're
I love the
phenomenal.
traditional flavors. I love the red, yellow, but I also love the fucking blue one. Dude, they're so good. The
watermelon?
green, the watermelon. Oh, watermelon Sour Patch Kids. Oh my God, dude. I was addicted to those when I was in like high school.
Out of all the candy that I've purchased today, because I've got bags of candy. Okay.
Yeah, you're ready
I've
for
got-
Halloween.
I've got 3, there are 2 more candies to try too. But out of all of the bags of candy that I have, this will disappear first. I promise you. Without
be
a
gone
doubt.
by tomorrow.
I will eat these. Well, not by me. I'm gonna need a couple of days to recover after this, this time. But these will be gone very soon.
Yeah. Sour Patch, easy S category. Dude, that S category is strong.
That's a strong category for sure.
You got Snickers, Kit Kats, Reese's, Almond Joy, and Sour Patch. That's a fire bag of candy. If you got a bag of one of each of those, you're like, I feel good about tonight. This is gonna be a good night. You get Rounders on the TV with that bag of candy.
Game over.
That's a happy autumn night for this guy. I'll tell you, that's big.
Bro, we're simple men, you know. We don't ask for a lot, you know. We're just like a little candle, the lights low, Rounders, and a couple pieces of candy.
Dude, I'm a regular Joe who likes his Joe regular. I always say it.
It's true.
That's me.
So next up, we have M&M's peanut. The peanut M&M.
Now, I think this is pretty quick.
Super quick. I eat these all day, every day. I don't even have to really talk through it. Casey, hit me with your rating.
Best, it's an S. It's not like the fact that that's not, and I know this, that's not everybody's S candy. Like, it's not an S tier for a lot of people I know. And that's crazy to me. I'm like, it's literally one of the best candies on planet Earth. It might be the top in the S category. Like, it's
I'm
I'm
like ranking the S category. I'm like, okay, like what would we, you know?
And I gotta be honest, peanut M&Ms I think is also my number one. It's literally unbeatable. It's the best candy on earth, in my opinion. It is so
I completely
good.
agree.
Talk about the mindless eating. I can mindlessly eat peanut M&Ms for the rest of my life. It is so fucking good. I don't know what it is. The peanut to chocolate ratio is so goddamn perfect.
It's
I can't
perfect every
explain
time.
it. I can't explain how perfect they nail it, but it's literally the best thing on earth. Peanut M&M's, one of the best of all time. S category, easy S.
Easy S. I completely agree. I mean, it's the best candy. There's what else can you say?
No, there's nothing else to say. It's the best candy. Number one. We love it. Quick. That one's, super easy. Oh, so goddamn good.
So good.
Write in if you also love peanut M&Ms. This is the show 69@gmail.com. We love you.
Now,
I love how that's become our slogan, by the way. We love you. We love everybody. We love everybody.
Yeah, it's true. You started that, actually.
Well, I respond to everybody on TikTok by saying how much we love you. It feels good. You gotta be loved. People deserve love. Alex is sniffing a bag. What do we got here? What's the big reveal? Oh boy.
I'm over here huffing. It's so sugary, it made me cough. That was like a chemical. We've got Lifesaver gummies.
Lifesaver gummies. Now I don't know where you might put this. You can be a wild card sometimes. I'm interested by this.
I'll tell you exactly where I'm going to put these.
Talk me through it. Talk me through a Lifesaver. Like, just tell me your opinions.
I like the Lifesaver hard candies. I'm going to start there.
Sure.
Not the fruit ones. I think they have one called Winto Green.
Yeah, the mint. It's big.
Love those. I've had an upset stomach since I was a child, and I would eat those, and they would like make my stomach feel better. So, Lifesaver, quite literally. Well, the gummies, you get something unique from the chew, because a gummy bear is, hold on, stay with me. A gummy bear and a gummy worm, those are like, the outside is sticky and kind of just like, you know what you're getting into. But this has like a matte finish. You see that? It has like the coating of a normal Lifesaver on the outside of the gummy.
Yes. Yeah, I do. I get it.
And they're nice and chewy, but they don't stay around forever the way that the Swedish Fish does.
Yeah.
For me, that's an A candy. It's an A candy, a strong A, because it's up there. Maybe, yeah. I'm saying A to B.
I mean, you made a strong case. It's not an A for me, but I'll let you put it up there. I get it.
Because I'm grabbing these before I grab Starburst, and that's the truth.
Yeah. Interesting.
But
I'm not,
but
but I understand. I like lifesavers. I like lifesaver gummies. I respect it. I respect it. I don't have strong opinions about the lifesaver gummy. Was that the last candy?
I so here's
Uh-oh.
the thing.
Oh,
I have more candy, but it's like the classic. It's like the classic M&M. I've got a dark chocolate Milky Way from the grab bag. So there's like a lot of like odds and ends in here, but I think that's as much candy as I can personally eat. That was a lot of candy.
you did great, man. You did very well. You did a great
Thank you.
job. You
Thank
did
you.
solid. Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
appreciate
Alex
that.
Webb. Andy, you're the candy man.
I
Say his
feel like
name
the
5
candy
times
man.
in the mirror.
I'll come over and throw up on your floor.
I was gonna say he'll show up behind you in the bathroom and use your toilet. The
I will
actual candy
say,
man.
you know what we did though is we went out and we got a lot of pretty good candy. We
Yeah.
skipped a lot of just god awful candy in this list because like these little peanuts are
The orange
awful.
peanut, dude. That's my favorite Jerry Seinfeld joke. Jerry Seinfeld says in his old special, he's talking about Halloween candy. He goes, "You ever get that orange foam peanut?" It's like, yeah, thanks for the doorstop, dude. The worst. Who's ever
Awful.
still manufacturing the orange peanut? Stop it. Stop making the orange peanut. No kid on Halloween wants an orange peanut. If you give a kid that orange foam peanut, you might as well just give him fucking a salad. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's
Awful.
ridiculous. What is that? What is that?
Have you ever had these Coke, these soda bottles?
I hate them. That's the word. The wax soda candy thing.
Awful.
What a
Actually
waste.
terrible.
What a
Followed
waste.
closely by these little fuckers.
What is that? What are those?
They're like little
Oh.
strawberry like knobs that like the elderly own.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's in the elderly candy dish. Gross.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Runts, get out of here.
Runts, get out of here. Hate a runt.
Saltwater taffy,
Oh, dude, throw it away. What are we in Cape Cod? Get out of here. Can't do it.
gobstoppers.
I remember as a kid thinking that like saltwater taffy was like, ooh, it's like in New England, it's whatever. And I was like trying to like it, and I was like, I hate this. This shit sucks.
I've had some good saltwater taffy, but like it's few and far between.
It's weak. It's a weekend. It's too waxy flavored. It's got that wax thing. I can't do it.
Very waxy. It tastes like the paper that holds it.
Yeah. But what
And
else we got?
well, I was just gonna say we've got candy corn on here, and I'll be the first to tell you I don't hate candy corn the way that a lot of people do.
I don't hate it. I like that it's festive. I like anything festive. Yeah, that's a C for me. I don't like get pumped on it, but you know,
Yeah.
I'm trying to see here. Where do you put Jolly Ranchers? Where's Jolly Ranchers go for you? Like
Yeah,
just in
I'll just-
general, they have a couple flavors, but like where does it
Yeah.
generally go for you?
I'm saying like B. I'm saying B because
I like them, but they're too sticky in the teeth with the
Yeah.
It's bad
Yeah,
for the
you're right.
teeth.
You're right. But the grape flavored Jolly Rancher, that isn't a different, like we could put that, I'll put that in B, and then like we'll just put normal Jolly Ranchers in C.
Yeah.
But the grape is like
Game
unreal.
changer.
wild. So good.
Yeah. I feel like Jolly
and
Ranchers
then-
were like, oh, you only ate them in high school. I haven't had a Jolly Rancher since I was 17.
Or like when
years
you go to
old.
the bank and they got the dish.
Yeah, they give you the dish. It's big. The dish is big.
The dish is huge.
Yeah, what else we got here?
Um,
We got is that the dude Laffy Taffy? Laffy Taffy is like, I wouldn't throw it away, but it's the same thing with a saltwater taffy. It's like it's the wax. I can't get into it.
Yeah.
I'm not a Laffy Taffy guy. You're a
Not
Laffy
good.
Taffy guy?
Especially banana flavor, bro. Come on.
Ugh. Yeah, and they always have the joke on the back. It's never funny. It's always like
Awful.
it's always some like knock joke.
What about 100 grand? I can't recall the way 100 grand tastes, but it doesn't give me a good feeling.
I'll tell you,
but
100 grand for me is in the C category. I like
all
it.
right.
It's got
Okay.
you know what it is? It's a combination of the crackle with caramel. It's like
Yeah.
it's like
Oh, that's
crackle
right.
with
It's got the
thick
rice.
caramel. Yeah, the rice with the thick caramel. That's a C for me. I like
Okay.
100 grand. Plus, you feel
Okay.
like you feel like $100 when you're eating it.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah, you feel good.
All right. Airheads.
Airheads are a big B for me, dude. I love Airheads.
Love an
Airheads are
Airhead.
fucking great. Airheads are really solid. Airheads are on that Mike and Ike level for me, where I
Yeah.
I vibe with it. I'm super into it.
I'm very okay with that. Babe Ruth.
This is like the speed round. Babe Ruth is in the trash for me. I hate Babe Ruths.
Okay.
They suffer the same affliction that a payday does. And I know you're a payday guy, but it's not for
I'm
me.
not a payday guy. I'll eat one. What about Bit-O Honey? You ever have this shit?
That's a never had it for me. I've never had those.
Oh, okay. All
You
right.
had 'em?
Blow. I don't know. And so it makes me feel like I haven't or it wasn't memorable, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like an old-timey kind of candy. You can just tell from the packaging.
Bro, where you putting the sugar babies? That's what I want to know.
Sugar babies? Oh, these things. Wow, bro, I haven't had one of these in so long. Where are you putting it?
I'm putting the sugar babies, I feel like, in the trash. I'm not a sugar babies guy. Where are you putting the sugar babies?
It's been so long, I couldn't even tell you where to begin with that.
Actually, let's put sugar babies that never had it. I haven't had them in a long time either. That's
All right.
All right. What else do we got? This is like the speed round.
Yeah, I know. We're like, all right, this candy, that candy. All right, the Cadbury egg.
Oh, the Cadbury egg is a B for me. It's an Easter candy, so it's tied with a religious holiday, so that's kind of lame. But I love the caramel cream egg. It's so good.
I've never had one.
What?
I know.
Oh, dude. When you come out to visit in December and we do the live show, I'll tell you, I'm giving you a Cadbury cream egg. It's going to be great.
All right, I'll try it.
It's going to be great. You're going to love them. We got a lot of Laffy Taffies that we already kind of ranked.
Blow Pop. I'm just starting over here, and then I'm like kind of going through it. So like, yeah, we got
Where do you
Blow
put
Pop.
Where do you put the Blow Pop?
It's not memorable. Like, yeah, it's like it's not. I think I'm putting it in the trash. The gum is awful.
It's
like
like bad gum.
It's like just take it out because you can't even blow a bubble with it, and that's 50% of the candy is blow. Well,
well, that'd be a way different candy. That'd be an intense candy. If a Blow Pop was filled with cocaine, that'd be honestly that might be an S for a lot of people. You give that Blow Pop to a certain.
God.
I mean,
That's
you bring that Blow Pop
so
to Murray Hill in New York. I mean, that's an S category right there.
that thing is flying off the shelf.
That thing will keep you in a Bushwick Bauer bathroom for a long time. I'll tell you. My God.
Oh,
It's
shit.
50% blow. You're like, all right, well, I didn't know we were talking about talk chalk here, but all right.
Talk chalk.
You ever heard that phrase?
No.
Isn't that fun? Talk chalk.
That's so funny.
Yeah, very 80s. Oh man. Yeah, Blow Pop in the
Jesus.
trash.
Yeah, Blow Pop in the trash. All right. So
Oh,
methamphetamines, where are we putting that? No.
I was gonna say the Crunch Bar. Do we count Bunch of Crunch as part of the Crunch Bar family?
Yeah, it's the same universe.
Then is that an S for us?
It's not an S because I'm not eating it outside of the movies. I'm comfortable putting it in the A.
Yeah.
It could even potentially be B just because of the, again, you've got the Cadbury with the significance of the holiday. I've got the Bunch of Crunch with the significance of the movies.
Yeah.
It's great. But am I going out and buying a box? I'm grabbing peanut M&Ms if I'm buying candy.
You're right. All right. I respect it. B category. But Bunch of Crunch fucks, and I love it at the movies.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
It's incredible. That and a little Diet Coke. Come on.
Ooh. All right. What else do we got here?
Charleston Chew.
Yeah, we talked about this already. You know where that's going for me, but for you, you love it.
I would put it in the C, but otherwise I'm okay with that B and D.
Now I'm interested. What is that?
This caramel apple pop.
I never had it, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a long time for me. It's like it's a very flat green apple disc with like caramel on top, but this I've
Never had
never
it.
had. It's like
Yeah.
this is like gum. I've never seen it. A dum dum? What about a dum dum?
I tell you, the Dum Dum. I think it's better than the Blow Pop. I mean the Dum Dum.
Oh, for sure better than the blow pop.
I might put the Dum Dum in the. Can we put the Dum Dum in the B category? That's crazy, right? We can't put it in the B category, can we?
No, I think it stays because they're tiny, they're bite sized, they're fun. It's good for the oral fixation. You're trying to quit smoking cigs, grab a dum dum.
And I tell you, you go to the doctor's office or the bank, you're getting yourself a Dum Dum.
And that's fun.
It is fun. All
Now,
right.
speaking of fun, where do we put Fun Dip?
I don't like candy that gives me a chore. I don't want to feel like I'm doing chores when I'm eating candy.
I completely agree. This makes you work for it and you feel, talk about like a cocaine addiction. This makes you feel like a fiend because you're like licking the sugar to dip it in so that it sticks to the sugar. And you're like, give me that. It's like, Jesus.
And it's also a little gross. Like that bag gets really like after the first lick dip and then you put it back in the bag gets all crusty with the wet and it's just sugar. Like you're just eating sugar out of a bag. So I'm with you, man. Put it in the trash. No Fun Dip for me. Not into it.
This next one, I don't even really have to talk about it because Good and Plenty, I'm putting in the trash. I'm taking a straight up veto here. Black licorice can eat my ass. I hate black licorice, bro.
Yeah, Good and Plenty is like Mike and Ike's evil twin or something. It's like Jesus.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. I hate it.
As the devil, and my grandpa would eat it all the time. I'm like, no, thank you, because it looks like medicine. It tastes like medicine. It's medicine.
The Good and Plenty is, I'm pretty sure Good and Plenty is the blood pressure pill I take. I think it's just blood pressure medication, honestly, for anxiety. I really do think it is. What is that? What do we got?
This is a candy cheeseburger.
A candy cheeseburger. I'll tell you.
It's like gummy.
The candy cheeseburger could be fun. I think it could be fun. I could throw that in the C category. I'm not going to eat it all the time, but that's exciting.
They have their place in the candy ecosystem. I'm putting it in the burger, or I mean, Jesus, I'm putting it in the C as well.
Alex is super high on sugar right now.
I'm like, yeah, what are we even playing right now? This game's crazy. All right, Haribo or or however you call it.
I think it's Haribo.
Nah,
that's not right. You're right. I just said, I think it's Haribo. Alex is like, I don't know what it is, but I know that it's not that.
These gold bagged gummy delights. Where are these going?
Well,
definitely not in the trash.
They give you diarrhea though if you eat too many of them. Those are famous.
I've never had that happen to me before.
I've never had it happen, but I know it's like an internet thing where it like gets you sick to your stomach. Yeah, there was like an Amazon if you go to the Amazon page for Haribo gummy bears, apparently if you look at the reviews, all the reviews are like, these were great until I blew my ass out eating all of them. So
well, I will say you get that gummy tummy where it bloats up. You know, it starts to expand and you get
gummy tummy.
That's what I call it when you eat too many of them. You get the gummy tummy.
Hilarious. I'm okay with it. What do you think? I'll let you decide.
No, because I feel like you've got something to say about the gummy bears.
No, I don't. I don't. So I'm saying I can't make a decision for. I don't have.
Well, it's not. I know it's got to be B. It has to be B because it's not on the same level as a Crackle, but it's not on the same level as a Skittle. So I'm putting it in the B.
Yeah, that's what we have the B category for.
Jolly Rancher, we've already done. This is just like,
other flavors.
Yeah, so we got Junior Mints.
I could go C for Junior Mints. It's not in the trash.
It's not in the trash, but I'm not crazy about them.
No, me neither.
We did Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, we did Laffy Taffy.
That's all in the trash. Lemon Heads.
Nachos lemon heads. My dad's boat. We won't go down because my dick can float from Step Brothers. Boats and those. Where do you put lemon heads?
I think C because it's not straight into the trash, but I'm eating a couple and I'm getting out, just kind of like a Crackle.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm okay with that. It's definitely not in the
It-
trash. I don't think there's a reason to put a lemon head in the trash.
No,
I
but
mean,
they
'cause, like-
are, but they're
'cause, like,
intense.
Because like when you look at the trash is really a special category. You know what
This
I mean?
is awful candy.
Yeah. Like I
And
mean,
lemon heads aren't awful.
no, it doesn't deserve the fucking orange peanut. It doesn't deserve the orange
No,
peanut treatment.
It's not on the same level. No.
No, definitely not. All right. Oh, wait, no, we're not there yet. Where are we at?
We've got caramel M&Ms, but I just, I don't know if we need to do all those. Like we've already talked
Yeah, the
about M&Ms.
variations
These
we
are all
don't need
just-
to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Mounds.
Okay. Now Mounds. Now Almond Joys are an S for me. You're gonna be shocked to hear this. I think Mounds drop into the trash.
I agree. I was
not a-
hovering. I was
I'm not a
hovering.
Mounds guy. What's
Yeah.
going on with Mounds? Talk me through why that happened.
The Mounds is an almond joy without the almond.
Yeah.
And the chocolate is a little bit darker.
yeah, it's like it's an Almond Joy without the almond or the joy.
It's like a coconut patty, you know?
Yeah. It's just a little
Uh,
bland.
It's like just go for the almond joy. They made who they made this for? People with nut allergies. That's who the mound
Yeah.
is for. But it's got probably the most contentious nut of all, the coconut in the middle.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
know. Whatever.
And Casey Coconut's over here. He's never had one before.
That's
he hasn't
true.
bought an actual coconut.
All right, Necco wafers. You ever
Oh.
have these?
Oh, in the trash. Disgusting. Oh, chalky, gross, fucking that's borderline Tums. Like
Yeah.
they're you know what those are? Those are them trying to sell us Tums and not saying they're Tums.
These are like Tums from the 40s before Tums were invented. It was like, well, we don't know what calcium bicarbonate is yet, but here's sugar.
Here you go, kids. Oh
Yeah.
man. Yeah, no thanks. Fuck the Necco wafers. Can't do it.
This I can't even see what it is, so I'm just gonna leave it. These are pixie sticks.
Pixie sticks. Where do you put a pixie stick?
I
It's
probably
hovering
the
over
s-
C. Yeah.
I think C because it's not in the trash, but it's also like for kids these are fun, But
Yeah.
but they're also kind of messy. Yeah, I'm good with C. I'm good with C.
And it's also got that same affliction as Fun Dip, which is just like powdered sugar. So it's not like exciting. There's no like texture or anything, whatever. But I
No.
do think I agree with you. For kids, it's fun. Put it in the C category. We've all had a pixie stick when we were kids. It's fun. It's exciting.
Pop rocks.
That's a C category
Yeah.
because it's fun. It's like
It's
a
fun.
fucking it's a parade in your mouth. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And the flavors, you kind of, I think they used to have like a mystery bag where it was like they were white or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm confusing that with Airheads, but
Plus, they blow up if you put it in soda. I mean, how fun is that?
I love that.
Yeah, it's great.
Raisinets.
Oh boy. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Raisinets for me are in the S category.
Whoa.
I know, bro. I know.
Whoa.
And here's the thing, I'm wrong. I love them. I don't know why I love them. I can't explain it. I had Raisinets 2 nights ago. I eat Raisinets on the reg, bro. I love Raisinets. I
Now-
fuck with Raisinets, dude. It's wild.
And I hear you because I also love Raisinets. I don't love them on the S tier level, but I do love them. So
They're
I get
great,
you.
right?
They're very good, and they're fun to eat. You can suck the chocolate off of them, where you just had like the little raisin nub that's left over.
Yeah.
Like you can chomp on them. You can eat them one at a time. You can eat them by a handful. They're a blast. So Raisinets, very cool, and they're a sleeper because everyone thinks that they're not going to be good, or they kind of got this, they have this this reputation, but actually great candy.
Yeah, you're right. I got too excited with this. I think A is fair. I got too excited.
I
get
had to pull you
excited.
back a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
I get excited. I get excited.
I get you. Reese's Pieces.
You know,
It's a slippery slope after the cup. I know.
Reese's Pieces, like, I think it goes in the trash for me. I don't like Reese's Pieces. I don't like
Whoa.
the texture. I don't like the
What?
peanut shape. I don't like Reese's Pieces. Get them in the trash.
Reese's Pieces are my follow-up for Bunch of Crunch at the movies when they don't have Bunch of Crunch. This is my number
crazy
2.
talk. That's crazy talk. Man.
I will negotiate you down to a B category because I was gonna drop it up to the A.
Whoa.
And everybody knows that they're not in the trash. Objectively,
You're right. You're right.
I'm good to go up to B.
Yeah,
I can go to B.
B is fine. You can win with B. I don't like Reese's Pieces. ET can blow
It's
me.
not.
I'm
It's not B
into
for
them.
Casey.
It's not B for
ET can blow me.
I don't like him. I'm sorry to say. I'm disappointing the folks at home.
No,
So that
it's
was
okay.
aggressive. I love ET, whatever. Sorry.
Okay. Ring pops. They're messy.
They're fun though.
They are fun. You're sucking on jewelry, but they're fun.
Sucking on jewelry. I think like if
you're
we're
saying C?
if we're putting Pixie Sticks and pop rocks in C, I think Ring Pops deserve C.
I agree.
They don't fit on my big fingers though. I got these dad hands now. They don't fit around my fingers anymore.
You're like gonna bend the plastic out, so it's like stretched out and just kind of resting on top of your finger.
Yeah.
This what are these cichlets? I don't know what this is.
I don't know. We never had it.
I'm putting in the never had. Oh wait, hold on. I missed one. Rolo.
Oh, that's just chocolate and caramel.
Yeah.
Rolos can go in the trash for me. I never buy them. I never buy them. I never think about Rolos.
Never think about them.
No.
Smarties. Smarties are fun.
Smarties are the C
Smarties
category,
are fun.
The C category is turning into the fun category a little bit.
This is where candy goes to party.
The C category is when candy gets interesting. It's like experimenting with different tactics and eating styles.
It's like, hey, do you want to chew for 30 minutes or suck on something? Go to the C category.
My friend Joe Strix, funny comedian, has a funny joke about Smarties. He said Smarties are Tums that went to med school, which I think is fun. I think Smarties are in the C category they're not a B for me, but
I like to eat them. I like the little wrapper, the way that it'll unroll and then you can like flick them out,
And you know what else they have? They have a little dip. They're circular, but they got that little half pipe. They got that little half pipe and you can kind of, it's like a groove. It's fun.
They've got the half pipe and you can break them in half or you can like put them on the tip of your tongue and like your tongue kind of fits yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. It's in the fun category.
All right, Tootsie Roll Pops.
Tootsie Roll Pops for me are low key, maybe a B. I like Tootsie Roll Pops because where the blow pop fails, the Tootsie Roll Pop succeeds because you get to chew that little fudge thing on the inside. Also, their like texture of the pop is really good. It's a
super thick
lollipop, thick candy. The red, the blue, those flavors are so strong. Also, how many licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? You got the owl. It's fun.
They've been showing that commercial, the same commercial. They've been showing that for years, like 20, 30 years. And it's just been the same commercial, but it works. It's phenomenal.
A 3, and then he eats.
Exactly. So good.
Also, I'd be pissed if somebody ate my Tootsie Pop. I'd be like,
give me that bag.
Yeah, give me that
bag.
What are you doing?
All right, Tootsie Rolls, no pop.
It's definitely not in the trash.
It's not in the trash. I don't know if it's a B though. I think it's a C.
Yeah, it's a C. It's a C for me.
Because it's like, is it chocolate? Is it nougat? Is it caramel? I don't know. I don't know what that is actually.
You ever have the fruit flavored Tootsie Roll?
These ones, yeah.
You know what?
The creaminess.
I think are better than regular Tootsie Rolls.
Interesting. I think
they're in the C category. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they all go. Yeah. The big Twiz, the big licorice. Licorice
what are you
pizza,
thinking?
The Twizzlers. I'm gonna let you
licorice pizza.
I'm gonna let you say.
I'm gonna say I know that these are one of Shelby's favorites. The Twizzler pull aparts specifically, like the ones where it's like, you can pull them apart as the title tells you.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's a B for me.
It's a B for me too. That's exactly what I was gonna say. It's a strong candy.
Strong candy.
It's a really strong candy. It's an underrated candy. Twizzlers are actually, speaking of which, Twizzlers are big for me at the movies.
Yeah.
I like
that's how I am with
Twizzler at
Red
the
Vines.
Yeah, I like a Twizzler at the movie. I can get into that.
All right, Warheads.
Well, we've talked about warheads. We've told our warhead stories. We're warhead veterans, bro.
It's true.
We're veterans of warheads.
It's like, have you served? Boy, have I.
Yeah. I think it's part of the fun category. I think it's in C for me. Yeah.
Agree.
It's like a kid's rite of passage. You got to eat a warhead. You got to like man up and eat a warhead.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Welch's fruit snacks.
In the trash for me. Fuck Welch's, bro.
He's not a big Welch's guy.
I'm not
okay.
I'm not the grape king. I wish
No, you're not. Yeah, I bet you would do. Okay, we got Werther's hard candies.
I mean, it's we're not in our 80s yet, so we can't do it. In the
Straight to the trash. And last and maybe least, the Whopper.
It's in the trash for me. I hate Whoppers.
Yeah. I don't hate Whoppers, but I also know that I'm wrong and they're objectively hated, and I get it.
Yeah, it's like Whoppers and Milk Duds. It's the same family where you're like, what are you doing? All right.
Agree.
So you got to download the image because we got to post it on the This Is the Show page and everything. We got to say
yeah.
All right, folks, we did it. We did a Halloween candy ranking.
Can
Alex
you believe
ate
that?
a ton of sugar. I had 4 pieces of candy. We fucking ranked them all out. We discussed our history with them. Dude, this might be our first episode where we don't have 3 different topics in the title.
It was just candy, and I've already got the thumbnail picked out. Like I was thinking about it earlier today when I was working. I was like, I already know what the thumbnail is going to be. It's going to be solid.
I'm excited. This was a great episode. This was a true October special. This was the Halloween candy special. Alex's camera just turned off. I don't know what happened there. But should we hit them with the plugs?
Plug them up, baby. We already know the candies that won. Just to recap, we got peanut M&Ms on top, Sour Patch Kids, Snickers, Kit Kat, Reese's, Almond Joy. That's it. That's the S tier. Everything else.
That's the This Is the Show S tier, folks. You heard it here first. Those are the Alex and Casey favorites. Speaking of which, write in This Is the Show 69 at gmail.com. Tell us your favorites. Maybe send us a tier. Fill it out. Send us what you think. Give us a backstory. Anything.
We'll post it.
This is the show 69 at gmail.com. Follow us. This is the show podcast on Instagram. This is the show podcast on TikTok. This is the show 69 on Twitter. This is the show podcast on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You get to watch this whole video. You get to watch the whole thing go down. Check out the clips that we're going to be posting this week. We'll have a fresh clip to tease the episode tomorrow, which is Thursday, but the episode's out on Friday. So you listen to this. So sorry about that. Whatever, the whole thing. We recorded a couple nights early, but so we hope you had a great week. Check out Underneath Them, the short film directed and written by myself and my friend Michael Castaldo, art designed by yours truly, Alex Webb, on the other side here of This Is the Show. It was a collaborative effort. Check it out. It's on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube, the whole thing. Check out the film. It's exciting. It's October. And be sure to check out our last episode of October, where me and Alex are going to do the October movie watch along, and we're going to have a regular episode, right? We're doing both. It's going to be a bonus.
There's going to be a bonus episode next week. There's going to be an episode where it's just a watch along. We're going to start a movie at the same time. We'll tell you what the count is. So you can start your watching experience and listen to our commentary, follow along with us. But then we're also going to drop that Friday episode for you as well.
And that, I will say, for the folks on the YouTube, The watch along will be audio only because we're just going to be commenting while we watch the movies separately, and we're going to want to line it up with you guys. So that will be audio only. It will be available on all the apps. It will be on Spotify, the podcast app, the whole thing. So check that out. That's the bonus. But don't worry if you're like, fuck, I love the YouTube. Guess what? You're getting a regular episode on Friday. And it's
going to be spooky. We're going to be talking horror movies. We're going to be talking about who knows what.
Ghost stories, maybe dish soap. You don't know. This is the show.
We don't either.
We don't know. We don't either. That's the whole show. So that's the plugs. There you go. Halloween candy special, folks.
That's it. And with that, that's been episode 32 of This Is the Show. As always, we love doing this for you every single week. Thanks for hanging out, spending your weekends with us. I'm one of your hosts, Alex Webb.
I'm Casey McGowan.
And until next time, we love you.
Nice.